All right, today we're going to be checking out the Diablo 30th Anniversary Spotlight. So in the comments, let me know, please let me know, your first experience with Diablo. The first time you played Diablo that you can remember. Was it D1, D2? Love to hear your first encounter with Diablo. So little story time with Lion here. My first experience with Diablo was back in grade school. So I was just a little Lion at the time, and this had to be like sixth grade or something like that, and somewhere around there. So let's say like sixth grade. I was probably too young to be checking out Diablo, but at the time, my teacher, and looking back, I realize now that he was younger. He was a younger guy, because back then, I'd come to realize too that looking back, I had no idea at age or anything like that. Now that I'm older, I find it kind of funny that I had no idea like age back then. You just, when you're in grade school or something, you just look at, your teacher as pretty much, around like an adult, like your parent, something like that. But it's funny to look back and see it now. But so back then, he was a younger guy and he was a gamer. We would talk about games that we were playing and looking forward to and that kind of stuff. Well, we beat, just passing the time, just conversation and just talking about games. So he asked me if I ever played Diablo, and I was like, no, no clue, never heard of it. He's like, okay. So coming to school one day, and he's like, hey, and I went to like a poor school, had very little kids in the class and stuff, so we could get away with things and do things and that you normally wouldn't do at like a larger school or something like that. And plus this was like back in the legendary 90s, so it was way different back then. So coming to school one day, and we had like some computer time. We somehow were able to afford a computer, but he's like, hey, go check out the computer. I got something over there for you. So he brought in Diablo and he installed it on the school computer. And I was like, whoa, no way, check this out. What is this? So me and, we're playing it here and there and stuff, learning the game. And me and some friends were over there playing Diablo, checking it out. And I remember the teacher being behind me. I'm like, hey, don't tell me what to do. I want to figure this out. He's like, no, I just want to watch. I want to see what happens. So I remember playing, and I think I picked like an archer, or I remember having a bow. I don't remember what the original classes were in Diablo, but I remember having a bow. So I'm going through and I'm just just shooting some zombies, some skeletons. I'm thinking doing great, and I'm playing. And then all of a sudden I just hear, oh, fresh meat, and I just about shit myself. I had no clue what was going on, and the butcher comes out and he just rips me to pieces, and my teacher is just howling at my reaction. He's just laughing his ass off, and I was like, what was that? He's like, well, you just met the butcher. And I just remember being like, what is this game? Because I've Mario, Zelda, that kind of stuff, and just have the butcher come out and just chop me to pieces. It was awesome. And now here we are, 30 years later at the 30th anniversary, and I'm still around. And, hey, look at me now doing YouTube videos. So come a long way since a little Lion then. So again, I hope you enjoyed this story. Let's check out the 30th anniversary spotlight. So what I'm expecting is just a badass cinematic, because no matter whatever state Diablo is in, good, bad, whatever, the cinematics are top tier. They're S tier, basically. They're going to be top notch. They're going to be just straight up badassery. So I'm hoping for a badass cinematic, possibly showcasing the new class for D4. And I've avoided all spoilers as much as I could. I haven't seen anything on the new class. Before we get into it, my guess for the new class is going to be the like Dark Knight, Black Knight, whatever it is. It's currently in Diablo Immortal, like the pay-to-win mobile game. It's kind of like vampire themed or something like that. But I'm guessing they're porting it over to D4, giving us the D4 version of that class. So we'll check it out here. That is my guess. That's my prediction. And, we might not see it at all. So, I hope we do. But, okay. Here we go. And I'm excited. I recently got back into Diablo in season 10 and 11, and I'm genuinely excited. Those seasons has been pretty fun. Yeah, dude, just look at the animation on these and the art. Like, no matter what, like, they got some good looking cinematics. Like, goddamn. Yeah, and the Paladin one. I love the one that right here, right there, right there, right there.
Welcome to the Diablo Spotlight. This year, we'll be hitting an incredible milestone. 30 years of
30
Diablo.
years.
Over 3
It's
decades,
not
we've
possible.
experienced
There's
5
no
different
way,
Diablo
man.
titles, each its own expression of sanctuary. We've embraced new evolutions in technology and the action RPG genre. Our latest installment, Diablo 4, recently revealed its next chapter.
Yeah, what if they hit us with a new game?
The grand face-off with
What if we get
Skovos
like
Isles. Prepare for the reckoning, because this is a battle you
I
do
don't
not
know.
want to miss. Diablo Immortal is also heating
A
up.
Souls like,
The
you
first
know?
and last king
No,
promised
no.
major updates to the storyline, the full release of the new Sharval Wilds, and new Heliquary bosses. The Immortal team will be joining us today to share more about what's coming up this year.
Never played Immortal.
This game means so much to me.
Not gonna play Immortal.
Diablo 2 Resurrected was the first
Diablo
game that I
2,
worked on
man.
right here at Blizzard. The original game is what got many of us into the ARPG space and still stands today as the pinnacle experience for those of us who love the genre. If you're here for Resurrected, hold on to your health potions, folks. Topping it all off, this is a BlizzCon year.
It is, and I'm surprised that they've had all these, because I'm like, what are you gonna show off at BlizzCon? Now, granted, all these come out before BlizzCon, so you know that kind of makes sense. But like, what are you gonna have at BlizzCon?
How can knowledge be evil if it saves a soul? Should a king tell us how to fight? The church, they uphold the light while we die in the shadows.
Ooh, it's a face. Necronomicon.
The light. I now seek power in the primal, salvation in unholy scripture.
Oh shit.
I am a heretic. I break the bones of the damned. Build altars
man.
of blood to call the darkness.
God damn, it's like a meat freezer there. You know, minus the freezer part, but you know.
I have walked amongst demons, found strength in shadow, kinship and madness.
Are they showing us the specs here? Maybe like the 3 different ways you can build them, or more. Or maybe we're seeing different stages of progression, like low level, mid, end game. The last dude looked end game, right? Oh, shit. That was pretty hard. That's pretty hard. Then that mirror, like, whoa, looks amazing too. Oh, he said Warlock. What is that?
Thank us for what we've done.
But when darkness comes for us, it will see.
Yo, that sword looks nasty. Fire at the feet, demon comes out. Holy shit. Another just killer cinematic. Warlock Class. Okay, there's D4. There's D4. They hit us with the Immortal. And D2? Yo, they added Warlock to D2? Am I seeing that right? No shit. They added something to D2? D2 Resurrected.
I get chills every time I see that. and the team has been all in bringing this to life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they had
The
some
amount of
really cool
effort
imagery
and
there.
passion poured into this
The
update
dude
has
with
been
the
a true labor
face
of
like
love.
head to
That
head,
takes
like
me
the
back to when you and I first started
with the
working together on
demon,
Diablo 2 Resurrected,
and then
and I
the
got to
just the
see
bodies
firsthand how
hanging
deeply
there,
You and the team care about this game
and then like the
community.
mirror thing
amazing
with
to
the
see how far
blood
we've come.
swords, like
And
that
this
was
community is
that was
still here,
real cool.
Still active and still loving the game. With that, we're so excited to announce Reign of the Warlock, a brand new major update for Diablo 2 Resurrected. This is the first time in 25 years that Diablo 2 is receiving a new
What?
class. I've seen so many sunrises playing this game, beginning from when I was a teenager. I still haven't put this game down decades later.
Dude, that
Bring
is
the Warlock to life in Diablo 2 Resurrected and see it manifest across Diablo 4 and Diablo Immortal is a massive dream come true.
that's
Being
really
able to
freaking
provide
cool.
Even more for the Diablo
A
2
new
community,
class added to
very special to
D2
us.
25
Diablo 2
years
has an
later.
incredible legacy, and with Reign of the Warlock, Resurrected is stepping
That's a
into its
win.
next era.
That's a big
A
win,
class
guys.
For Diablo 2, the Warlock is disciplined, ominous, and incredibly knowledgeable. For years, the Warlock lingered in the shadows, studying secrets no
I don't
mortal
play
can know.
D2. I didn't pick
Now,
up like the
they abandon
remaster or
theory
anything
and
like that,
practice,
but
bringing their dark craft to the battlefield.
that's still a win. Like you got to be happy
When
about
it
that,
comes to
right?
gameplay, the Warlock dominates demons, binding them to his will and consuming them when
I
it
just
suits
got my axe sitting out running in front of me here.
summoning. Warlocks can summon 3 distinct demons.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
The Tainted,
I picked it up. I'm gonna
and
show it off,
Defiled.
right?
Each is a different tool in the Warlock's arsenal. But the summoning
Still got-
is just
Like
the
you
beginning.
know, he's got the book over here.
Death
and-
lies in his ability to
The chop.
bind or consume nearly any demon found in the game.
Oh, that's sick.
Binding a demon allows the Warlock to benefit from
You
the
can
demon's unique
kind of do
abilities.
something like that in
You only
Path
bind
of
one demon
Exile.
at a time, but doing so strengthens both the demon and the Warlock. You can also make the choice to consume the demon. Remove the demon from play and
Nom, nom, nom,
literally
nom.
absorb their essence. This grants the Warlock temporary buffs and traits that can vary between what demon you consume.
So casual.
No matter
No,
what
jump.
demon you draw in,
Jump.
You'll gain increased life and movement speed. Some may grant plus to all skills, some may even grant auras.
And that's just the beginning. Between summoning, binding, and consuming, we're talking hundreds of combinations. And the best part is you can mix and match. Bind a demon for its aura, then absorb another for its resistances before summoning a third to fight by your side. It's a sandbox of dark magic.
That's cool. That's impressive. That gives you a
Outside of
lot to
mastering
experiment
demonology,
with.
the Warlock
That's what
can
you
also
want.
be a pure caster who channels chaotic magic,
And if you don't want that,
fire, and destruction.
you can be a caster. Oh, the pentagram
We're
skill looks
thrilled to
sick.
Introduce a bold new way for players to embody the Warlock fantasy, an approach that blends dark mysticism with raw power. In close quarters combat, the Warlock manipulates weapons with his mind, levitating and hexing two-handed weapons
Ooh.
with a flick of his wrist.
The chain skill is cool. I remember in D3
Our Warlock
there
class
was
is a challenge,
like a
puzzle,
modifier
and a
on
reward,
packs
all
and stuff
wrapped
that
up
had like
in a
chains in
brooding
between them
scholarly package.
that would you know
But Reign
cause
of the
damage if they
Warlock
crossed you
isn't just about
if you
the
walk
new
through the
class.
chains.
The team has also been dropping evolutions in gameplay as well as some quality of life updates. Let's start
Whoa.
with one of our favorite playgrounds, Terra Zones.
So
In Reign of the Warlock,
they just
there's a
updated
new
the
way to
whole
control the
thing.
battle. You have the ability to earn consumables and choose which act becomes terrorized. While an act is terrorized, every zone within it becomes supercharged, offering an elevated difficulty and greater rewards. This puts you back in the driver's seat when reaching the highest levels in the game. And the consumables
Now that's
required
really
to
cool.
activate them are fully tradable.
Give
with
you
other
another
players.
way to play, another way to
Income
add
difficulty,
difficulty, and to
encounter
give
something
new life
new.
to something that
Heralds
you
of
know
Terror.
probably played through over and
These
over.
hunters stalk players like easy prey. And
Yeah,
each
this
one
I'm
becomes
shocked. Like I
exponentially
wasn't
more
expecting
dangerous
this an
the next
update for
time it finds you
D2.
in a game. Conquer a terrorized act boss, and you'll have a chance to uncover statues that reference something familiar, but in a new way. Combine all 5 statues in the Horadric Cube to unlock a brand new pinnacle boss encounter against the colossal ancients.
That's cool. I mean, all this sounds good. I mean, maybe I'm off because, like I said, I didn't pick up. I have not played the remaster, but sounds good, right? I can't imagine this being bad, or like not something to be excited for.
With a truly legendary goal to chase. Colossal Ancients are built as a next evolution of a feature that Diablo 2 players already love. They keep the spirit of the classic experience intact while layering in more control, more challenge, and more reward.
Reign of the Warlock also contains
well said.
many quality of life features.
Keeping the spirit of the original.
For. Let's start with loot filters.
Loot filters,
These
the
are built
D2.
directly into the game.
Huh?
No external mods, no
What?
third-party tools. You can create your own, share them with friends, or grab community presets like Start a Warlock and plug them right in. It's simple, flexible,
Download,
and
share.
totally community-driven.
Then,
Nice.
there's advanced stash tabs. We've added more of them, and for the first time ever, items in your stash can be stacked. No more juggling 99 gems across 4 pages.
Huge.
You'll find dedicated tabs for
Huge.
materials, gems, and runes. It's
Wow.
cleaner, faster, and way less tedious.
Finally, the Chronicle. Players have been tracking their collections in spreadsheets and third-party websites for years. Now, we've brought that experience in-game. The Chronicle lets you track every item you've ever collected. Uniques, sets, rune words, all in a freshly designed UI that even tells you when and where you found it. Most importantly,
That's really
you'll
cool.
unlock rewards you can show off to your friends.
That's
We
really
also want to
cool.
honor the way people have played Diablo 2 for decades. Whether you prefer Diablo 2 Classic or want to keep playing Resurrected, you can. Reign of the Warlock lives in the same client, with your existing characters safely separated.
Okay, so it gives you the option. So if you
can transfer it.
if you're like
If you got a
diehard
character in
purist,
Classic, move it to Resurrected. If you've been grinding in Resurrected,
wow, so it's
carry
almost
it
like its
into
own
Reign of the
expansion
Warlock. You
for
can't go
D2.
backwards, but you can always go forward on your terms.
Reign of the Warlock
That's smart.
wasn't built in a vacuum.
That's smart. I don't know why you'd be upset about it, but that
Gymnasium, BT, and
but it's
Kano
the
have
internet,
been
you know.
deep into
So
this
so
with
that's
us
smart.
playtesting,
That's really
theory
cool.
crafting,
That's
and
really
giving
cool.
feedback on everything from class fantasy to stash flow. So if you've ever played Diablo 2,
It's
no matter
almost
when
like
you
they've
first
learned a
journeyed
thing or
into
two in 30
Sanctuary,
years, huh?
This is your moment. Come celebrate with us. Reign of the Warlock brings brand new ways to play for everyone, and we can't wait to see more sunrises with this community now and for the years to come. But we've been saving the best for last. Reign of the Warlock will be live today.
What? Absolute win. Absolute win. There's no I didn't expect anything for D2. Absolute win. Quality of life, improvements, adding stuff to the game, added new difficulties and stuff to the axe. Yo. Whole new class to play. Very well done. Yeah, I'm digging this soundtrack too. The drums just pounding and leading it forward with the classic Diablo sound. And then available today. Oh, and you get some
Dive into Diablo
D4
2
stuff too.
Resurrected right now on battle.net, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch.
Wow. Now I said I was avoiding spoilers and stuff. Oh, damn, those wings are sick.
And World of Warcraft to show
Wait.
off your dark allegiance across realms.
Wait.
So
What's
get in the
for
fight
WoW?
and stop bending demons to your will.
So there you have it. We've kicked off
I didn't
the
see him
30th
out, so I'm
anniversary
good.
with a
I'm good. I
huge
didn't see
update
him
to
out
Diablo
there.
2 Resurrected.
So I think I'm good.
But the celebration doesn't stop there. Starting today, you can enter our Voice the Warlock contest on Instagram. It'll be
I don't
judged by the Warlock
have.
himself, Rahul Kohli. If you want to join, tag @PlayDiablo and add #VoiceTheWarlock for a chance for you and a friend to win a trip to London for Diablo's Infernal Symphony on June 6th, 2020.
Oh, I thought you could be like in the game.
Contest details are available
I
on
thought
our
you would like
blog.
do like
Next up for our 30th anniversary
voice acting for the
celebration,
game.
Let's turn our attention to Diablo Immortal, a perfect bridge.
I'm not really gonna pay too much
legendary
attention to
tales
Diablo
of
Immortal
Diablo 2 and Diablo 3.
or pretend like I know anything about it. So we'll probably cut this part out of the video. Okay, D4, we're back. We're back for D4. Yeah, I just don't have any interest in Immortal. I don't know anything about it. Can't comment on it. I just don't. I just don't care. So we're picking up here with D4. We didn't miss anything.
Bigger, sharper, and more ambitious than ever. And honestly, Zavin, one of my favorite things is to see players push every system we build to its limits.
Yeah, our players don't
That's
sit
a
on the sidelines.
sick
In
looking
fact,
like
I'm sure
backdrop
they're
that they're
all over the
that they
comment
got back
section
there.
right now, and we love it. It helps us understand not just what's working, but where we can evolve.
This expansion builds on everything we've learned so far. Class balance, endgame.
I have to say, I'm excited for the new expansion. I didn't think I would be excited for a D4 expansion, but D4 Season 10 brought me back, and then I was like, I'm probably done. And then Season 11 dropped the Paladin, and I was like, dang, this looks fun. And then they had the new class, and I never played the Spiritborn either, so it got me back, and I had fun with Season 11 too.
Embracing darker forces and forging their own path. Now in Diablo 4, the Warlock stands at the height of their strength, fully unleashed and ready to shape the fate of Sanctuary. This class is all about turning the wrath of hell against itself with metal chains, flames, and utter destruction.
That
The
like
Diablo
that
4
looks so
Warlock is
sick.
like a heavy metal album cover come to life. Fighting fire
Yeah.
with fire. We have so much more to share about our Warlock.
That's what I'm talking
Enough
about.
that we're dedicating a full developer
Heavy
update to
metal
Warlock on
album
March 5th.
cover
That's where we'll
come
go
to
deep on
life.
the class, their lore, gameplay, and more.
Warlock
For
developer
now,
update
let's
March
talk about our
5th.
Warlock
Okay,
and
we'll
our
check it
other
out. We'll
new
be here,
class,
right?
The Paladin are central to the themes of Lord of Hatred.
Many of you have already been playing as the Paladin, experiencing their holy might firsthand. With the Paladin representing light and purity,
They did
Warlock
a
are their darker
fantastic
counterparts.
job with the Paladin.
Anti-heroes
Paladin
harnessing the
is
power of
like
hell.
the most
This
fun
duality is central
I've
to
had
the
in
theme of Lord of
D4.
Hatred. It's the eternal conflict between angels and demons, with humanity stuck in the center.
As you play through the campaign, prepare to be drawn into a tale where Mephisto's shadow looms even larger. It's an unfolding saga of hatred, treachery, and the search for salvation, building towards a reckoning that will leave a lasting mark on Sanctuary. The campaign unfolds in Lord of Hatred's new zone, Skovos. Skovos is a dangerous land, visually inspired by ancient Mediterranean landscapes. You'll explore rugged coastlines, mountainous
Ooh, I
highlands,
like that. That looks
ancient
nice.
temples,
Looks good.
and more monster
I was
variety
hoping
than
we just
ever.
wouldn't have like more desert or anything like that.
Skovos is the
I didn't want
birthplace
more
of
desert and
humanity,
more
where
sand.
Lilith and Inarius began it all. You'll see the Blessed Mother and the Heavenly Father carved into the marble structures of Temis, the capital city.
Temis is the bustling epicenter of Skovos. Marble walls, eerie elegance, vibrant patterns, and rich textures all blend to create a hauntingly beautiful landscape.
Yeah, looks beautiful.
There's a town square teeming with whispers of the firstborn. You'll uncover secrets of the Ascari, the primevals, and the ancient wars that shaped the world. It's a place where every corner tells a story. Plus, we built Temis to be the ideal endgame city, crafted to streamline your access to everything you want. Once the
I'm gonna say
campaign
everything needs to be in
We'll
there.
keep the story
I don't
up
need to
wraps
go
for
to this
now.
place and teleport to this
Let's
place and
talk about
teleport to that
endgame
place to
from
get to
Lord
all
of
these
Hatred,
different things,
and one of its
to all the
major
endgame
new features,
activities.
War plans. War plans give you more control and depth in how you
Everything
experience
in the
endgame.
central city.
You create a playlist of up to 5 activities, drawing from endgame modes: the pit,
Mm.
infernal hordes, hell tides, nightmare dungeons, lair bosses, and the undercity. Pick what you want, pick your rewards, and jump in.
As you complete activities through war plans, you'll earn progression towards a unique skill tree for each of these activities. These trees let you customize and modify how each activity plays. You can change the
Whoa.
rewards, tweak the monster spawns, even bring features from one activity into another.
One of the
Wow.
best parts is how War Plans makes the endgame more accessible. If you're a new player or returning after a break, you can just pick your playlist and start playing, learning the systems as you go. But for veterans, there's a ton of meta progression and build diversity to explore. War Plans are really about letting you shape your own endgame experience. You decide what you want to focus on, what you want to avoid, and how you want to play.
And for those of you seeking an adrenaline rush, we're also introducing a hyper rare event called Echoing Hatred. If you're lucky enough to find a very rare Trace of Echoes golden ticket in a loot drop, you'll gain access to the Echoing Hatred event. There, you'll face infinite waves of enemies and escalating difficulty. Each run feels different, with randomized monsters that force you to adapt your build and tactics on the fly. The deeper you go, the more intense the encounters become.
How are you
Each
gonna
wave
change your
will test your
build
mastery
on
of
the
mechanics
go?
and
I
resource
wouldn't want to go
management
in and like
to the point where
respec
you might even
for
throw
like
multiple
wave
bosses at you at the same time.
40, you know?
The longer you last, the better the loot. And how long you last is completely up to your skill.
See, I can
I know the
imagine that
entire
whole
team
that
is
screen is
excited
gonna be filled with
War
loot,
Plans
and I'm
and
gonna love
Echoing
it.
Hatred.
It's gonna be
But this
it's
might be
gonna
a good time to talk about the why.
it's gonna make the
As
all the
the campaign
sounds and
wraps
all
up,
the
that's
shinies
when
and
the
stuff, and
real
I'm just
journey
gonna be like,
begins for a lot of our
yeah.
players. Endgame isn't just a bonus. It's what keeps you coming back to
I
Sanctuary.
really like the
And it's more than just
customizable
adding
like
new
runs
events.
that you can
We want
do.
these features to feel
That's pretty
meaningful.
cool.
Quality
And I
of
want
life
more,
changes,
you
like
know,
making
more
activities more
monsters, more this
approachable,
and that. It sounds
or
like you
letting
can put it in
customize
there.
how you play
I want
makes a
this aspect
huge
from
difference.
There's
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
worse
dungeon,
than
and I
feeling
want
lost
this
after
from
prepping
Infernal
your
Hordes, and I want.
With features
I
like
think,
war
you know,
plans
I
and
think that
rare
sounds
events
really
like
cool.
Echoing Hatred, you get new goals and reasons to experiment.
Of course, you need
even
to
after
experiment with
returning
it
from a break.
and figure it out
It's
and stuff,
all
but it
about
sounds
giving you
really fun.
control and variety. Endgame should be as interesting and rewarding as the story. That's why we're so focused
Very true.
on quality of life improvements and fresh features for everyone. Now,
And they made a ton
let's
since
talk
season 1.
systems updates, which also
I mean,
feed
you know,
into
it's been
this
10 seasons,
philosophy.
11.
These updates will completely
So I would
refresh
hope,
how
though,
you build
hope,
your
you know,
power
that
your
they would
way.
do that,
Let's start
and it
with
seems
skill
like they
trees.
have.
We've seen the joke that they're more like skill twigs. That ends here. With
Haha.
the release of Lord of Hatred, every player will reap the
Ooh.
benefits of a completely overhauled, massively expanded skill tree system. The changes are built to give you more
So I do gotta say,
customization
there
than
was
ever
like an
before,
early mock-up
right from the
from
moment
before
you start
D4 was
playing.
coming out.
No
It
more
was like
waiting
an
for random
actual
item
tree,
drops or
and
late-game
that
progression
art
to
looked
really flesh out
badass.
your
It looked
build.
really cool.
Now you'll have meaningful choices
I was kind of
and
hoping they would
options
bring
in your
back the
skill tree
actual
from the
tree looking
moment you
to it,
choose
but
your first skills.
We're adding new customization options to every single skill across the entire tree. It isn't just a small tweak.
and that's
It's a
awesome. I love
major
that.
disruption to the current class system.
Yeah, make
Our goal
everything
is to
feel
make
fresh.
theory
Make
crafting go
everything
much,
feel fresh.
much further with more complexity than ever before.
For instance, take the sorcerer's iconic Hydra skill. Previously, you could only boost its burning damage or ramp up its critical strike potential. With the revamped skill tree, you can fine-tune Hydra to your unique playstyle. Want your Hydras to attack faster or last longer? You can choose to have their attacks trigger explosions or continually burn everything in close proximity. You can even completely transform the skill, turning your
I
Hydras
say, it looked like there's an
into
ice
Frost
one.
Hydras
Looked
to
like there was an
unlock
ice
new combos
Hydra.
with all your other Frost abilities. The new options let you experiment with every possibility as you refine the build.
What
that's
about like a
most fun
chain
for you.
lightning
And we're
Hydra?
not leaving any class behind. Alongside the Paladin and the Warlock, every class will be getting these updates, and they will be available to all players, regardless of Lord of Hatred ownership. Each class will get more than 40
Yeah, you'd pretty much
rework
have to.
choices and over
'Cause
80
you're
additional options.
essentially
Lord of
reworking
Hatred
the core
owners are
game.
gonna get even more.
Yo,
with
that
over
looks
20
sick.
additional transformative
That
skill
looks
points.
sick, tumbling
On top of
around,
the
throwing
D4
knives
overhauls,
everywhere.
We're adding a brand new
Mhm.
itemization system,
Mhm.
the Talisman, and with it comes the return of charms and sets. Here's how it works. Once you get your Talisman, charms will begin dropping in the game. For a charm to be active, it must be placed inside your Talisman. Charms can be of any rarity, but the set charms have the greatest potential. Equipping multiple
Ooh.
charms from the same set will unlock additional set bonuses. With the Talisman, charms, and sets, you can customize and fine-tune your characters like never before with the powers of the greatest Horadrim.
And speaking of Horadrim, Lord of Hatred comes with the Horadric Cube, a legendary tool for a legendary way
Nice.
to craft. You'll combine rare materials, unlock additional properties, and forge items that fit your playstyle.
I would say this is
The
probably like
Horadric
Kanai's
is
Cube
the
in
beginning
D3,
of your
right?
chase for late game greatness, opening up new opportunities to shape your journey and pursue those ultimate rewards. It's a heartfelt callback to the Cube in Diablo 2, now reimagined for Diablo 4's itemization. Next, loot filters. They've finally arrived. You've been asking
Yeah,
for
I
this
was gonna
since
say
day one, and
you
we've
added
heard you.
loot filters to
Whether you're chasing
D2,
enemies
but
or
not
filtering out
D4. But
junk,
I
loot
wanted to hold my
filters give
tongue.
you the
Okay,
right
there we
amount of
go.
control over your
I'm
journey.
glad I did.
While we're so excited to finally be adding loot filters to the game,
Loot
we are going to
filters.
continue
Whoa.
to listen to your feedback and stay committed to refining loot filters over time to make sure that it works for you.
Check it
This is
out.
shaping up to be quite a year for Diablo 4. Perfect timing for Diablo's 30th anniversary. I've been playing Diablo for as long as I've been gaming on PCs, starting with a burned copy of Diablo handed to me by a friend at school. Discovering the game's
Yes.
randomized content blew my mind. And soon I was
Yes.
playing Diablo 2 online.
The
on
burned
PC
copy.
campaigns, eventually diving into modding and
My
joining
first
Blizzard.
copy
I've been a
of
proud
Final
servant of
Fantasy
hell ever
VII
since.
was
We
a
hope this year's
PC version, and it
expansion
was
and
burned
all
for
its
me
new
from my
features
friend.
spark that same sense of discovery and excitement you felt when you first stepped into Sanctuary. Whether you're exploring Skovos, or reaching your greatest potential within your class fantasy, or simply celebrating another milestone with the Diablo community, we're grateful to have you with us. Thank you for being a part of this adventure.
Yeah, this delivered.
It will see hell.
This was a
screaming.
lot better than I expected.
It is so cool to see the Warlock class rise across the Diablo universe.
Yeah, I'm
From the
excited
scholarly
to see
manipulator
more
to the
on
punk rock
Warlock.
demon commander to the metal powerhouse. This tells a story that spans generations.
Excited to see more on the Warlock.
illuminating the legacy
So
of
we'll
the
be checking
Jedi
out
and
the
strength of those bold enough to
the
wield its
class
forbidden power.
deep
You can
dive
into
on the
origins of
5th.
Diablo Warlock and so much more right now in Reign of the Warlock, live today in Diablo 2 Resurrected. We
That's a
love
sick drop
bringing
there, too.
Sanctuary to life, and we're grateful that you could join us to help us kick off Diablo's 30th anniversary. On behalf of everyone here today and the Diablo team across the globe, thank you for being a part of this journey with us.
Hell yeah.
Are we clear? Are we good? Oh my God, they're gonna freak out at BlizzCon when we announce it.
Yeah. Yo, that was the perfect way to end the video too. That was great. That was, yeah, like I said, that was a lot better than I was expecting. And the D2 updates came out of nowhere for me. I didn't think they would be touching the D2 remake, and I figured we'd just be getting, D4 information showing off, hopefully announcing the class and showing it off. But yeah, and then the drop for the update is live right now for Diablo 2 remake. That's huge. That's awesome. That's a huge win. This was a surprise and a great presentation. I liked it. All right, so what did you think of the 30th anniversary for Diablo, the Spotlight? And I thought it was pretty awesome. I appreciated the Warlock dropping for D2 out of nowhere with the update to the remake for Resurrected with it being available today with the shadow drop and the class coming to D2 Immortal. I don't talk about that one too much. And then D4 is looking awesome. The new expansion looks great. And if you get the expansion right now, it includes the previous one, Vessel of Hatred. So if you didn't own it like me, and you get the new expansion coming out, you get 3 classes basically: the Spiritborn, Paladin, and then once the expansion launches, the Warlock. So you kind of get a lot of new additions to check out. So I went ahead and got the expansion. So we'll be checking it out when it launches, and we'll be checking out and playing the Warlock. We have the deep dive on the class coming on March 5th. So there's more things to look forward to, and then all of the quality of life and endgame activities that they're adding into, and customization to the endgame that they're adding into D4 looks awesome. So I am right now not regretting my purchase, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The Paladin is the best class that they've had, and it just feels right at home at D4. It's so much fun to play. There are a ton of playstyles that you can do. So if Warlock is anything like the Paladin, we have 2 new amazing classes to look forward to. So let me know in the comments what you think on this, and then again, what your first experience with Diablo was like, and what game you played. Love to hear from you. So until the next video, I have another one keeping in line with the ARPG theme, with the isometric camera and that kind of stuff. Have another video coming out shortly as well. So until the next video, stream, whatever it is, be kind to yourself and please be kind to each other, and I will see you again very soon. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Take care.